Hi, I'm Nigel, developer of AudioSwift, and in this video I show you how to configure the mixer mode inside Ableton Live using a custom mixer script for AudioSwift. This script is supported with AudioSwift version 2.3.7 beta and up, and from Ableton Live 10 and up. AudioSwift will control tracks, groups, returns, the master channel, and selected parameters from the trackpad. AudioSwift still supports the Mackie control protocol, but this new custom script offers better interaction with Live. For older versions of Live, you'll need to keep using the Mackie control protocol. Let's install the script in Ableton Live. Download the current version of the script from our website. Quit Ableton Live. Open Finder and go to your Applications folder. Look for your Ableton Live app, right-click and choose Show Package Contents. Go through the following folders: Contents, App Resources, MIDI Remote Scripts. Here you'll find all the scripts Live supports. Go to where you downloaded the AudioSwift Mixer script, copy the entire folder as it is, and paste it in the MIDI Remote Scripts folder. Close the window. Launch AudioSwift and Ableton Live. In AudioSwift, go to Preferences, Mixer tab. AudioSwift has 3 virtual MIDI ports. In mixer mode, AudioSwift 1 is used for your primary DAW. AudioSwift 2 is for your secondary DAW in case you work with another one. AudioSwift 3 is only used with the other controller modes. In this case, we are only working with Ableton Live, so we are going to select it as our primary DAW on port 1. Make sure to select Live AMS, since this is the one that works with the script. AMS stands for AudioSwift Mixer Scripts. Live MCU is to be used with older versions of Ableton Live that works with the Mackie control protocol. Below enable Sense, Master Fader, and Jog Wheel. Close this window. Go to Ableton Live, Preferences, link Tempo MIDI. Go to the MIDI section. In Control Surface, choose AudioSwift Mixer. Select AudioSwift 1 port as both the input and the output. In the MIDI ports section, look up the import AudioSwift Mixer AudioSwift 1 and enable only the remote column. Do the same for the outport AudioSwift Mixer AudioSwift 1. Leave the track and sync ports disabled for these ports. Close the window. Everything is set up. In Live, let's choose the session view. Now go to AudioSwift and let's open the console and trackpad windows. I'm going to click the stars so the console and trackpad windows will always be on top. Make sure you are on mixer mode. At the bottom bar, there is a menu where you select the current DAW you want to control. These are the same 2 DAWs that you set before at the Preferences window, and you can switch between them. The middle area shows the current view you are working on. With the group of parameters, you can control with the trackpad. In this case, I'm in the first view, and I can control one fader plus the solo, mute, and arm record button. Select the first track in your project. Turn on AudioSwift with a 5-finger tap. Select View 1 by tapping the number 1. To move the fader of the selected track, use the tip of one finger and slide it up or down inside the fader area. The corresponding fader will move on screen. The name of the track and the fader's level will be displayed in real time in both the console and trackpad windows. The movements are relative, meaning that it doesn't matter if you begin at the bottom of the trackpad or at the top level, the fader will start moving from its last position following your finger direction. Also notice that once you start moving inside the fader zone, you won't need to worry if you accidentally get out of the zone. The selected fader will still move. When you finish, press the Escape key or double tap the bottom right corner of your trackpad. It's good practice to turn off the console right away when you finish using the controller, to avoid moving a fader when you really want to move the cursor instead. Let's turn on AudioSwift again. If you press the Option key in your keyboard when moving the fader, it will reset to its default value of 0 dB. If you keep pressed the Command key, the fader will move more slowly for fine-tuning. You can also change the sensitivity of the fader by going to Preferences, Mixer tab, and move this slider horizontally. To solo the track, tap with one finger over the letter S. To mute the track, tap over the M. To arm for record the track, tap over the R. This view 1 also works if you select a return track or the master fader. It will not work if you select a chain inside an instrument or drum rack. To control the fader of a chain, you'll need to use the selected parameter option that I will explain in a little bit. To control the next track, tap over the left and right triangles. This option from the trackpad is not supported if the track selected is a return track. In that case, use your regular arrow keys to move to the next track. If you need to do a big jump to another track, you have two options. By tapping over the triangles while pressing the Control key, it will move to the first track of the next 8 channels bank. The second option is by turning off AudioSwift. Scroll with your trackpad to the desired track and select it. Turn on AudioSwift again and start moving the fader. The fader in AudioSwift can also control a selected parameter in Ableton Live interface. Use this option to control device chain faders, like in an instrument or drum rack, or a specific device parameter. In the lower bottom of the console window, it says Tracks, which means the fader is right now controlling the selected track fader. Turn off AudioSwift by pressing Escape. Select a parameter of any device with the pointer. Turn on AudioSwift with the 5 fingers tap and press the D key. Now the console says Parameter and the fader is updated with the information of the selected parameter. Touch the fader on the trackpad to move the parameter. The solo mute and arm record will work the same. This option works with any selected parameter in any Ableton Live device or track. For third-party plugins, the parameter should first appear in the device box by being added with the Configure button, and then be selected from here, or otherwise, AudioSwift could not be able to control it. Let's see the other views. Turn on AudioSwift. Tap over view number 2. You now have access to the fader plus the panning. Move up your finger inside the panning zone and the knob will turn to the right. Move down and it will turn to the left. Keep pressing the Option key and move the panning. It will go to the center. Now tap over the number 3. View 3 lets you move 2 tracks at the same time. I tend to use my index and ring fingers for this. Tap over the left and right triangles and it will jump to the next 2 tracks. Press the Option key while moving your fingers and the faders will be set at 0 dB. Press the Command key for fine-tuning. When a return track is selected, the second fader is not supported. If you press the D key again, the left fader will control the device selected parameter and the right one will continue controlling the second mixer fader. I have shown you the first 3 basic views in mixer mode. There are 3 more. View 4 is for the sense, View 5 for the master fader, and View 6 for the jog wheel. They are all accessible by using a 1-finger tap over the bottom right area of the trackpad. Turn on the console. Tap only once over the bottom right area where the star is, and you select the first view. Tap again and it will switch to the next one. Remember that if you do a quick double tap in this area, instead of changing the view, you'll turn off the console. Tap over the bottom right zone again to switch to the sense view. This controls the sense. Press the Option key and it will move to its default volume. Tap the up and down triangles to change to the next sense on the track. The third button for disable sense is not supported. Tap the bottom right zone to switch to the master fader view. This controls directly the master fader. Press the Option key and it will move to 0 dB. Tap one more time the bottom right and you'll change to the jog wheel. With only 1 finger, start moving in circles around the center of the trackpad. In the arrangement view, the playhead will move through the timeline. Press the S for moving through a smaller quantization value. Press S again to return to a larger quantization value. In the session view, the jog wheel will change between scenes. It's time to talk about the key shortcuts. The keyboard shortcuts work when AudioSwift is turned on or when either the console or trackpad windows are the key windows on screen. These key shortcuts will also be available when working on the trigger, scale, XY, and slider modes. Like in your DAW, to play the music, use the spacebar. Press it again and the playhead will pause. The behavior of the playhead can be changed in Preferences, Mixer tab. Enable spacebar works as play-pause button if you want the playhead to continue playing from its last position. Enable Turn AudioSwift off when playhead stops, and AudioSwift will be automatically turned off when the playhead stops. The Q key is for record quantization. Press it many times to specify the quantization value. A message will appear in the bottom of Ableton Live. Don't confuse the record quantization with the regular quantize command, which is still available using Command U or Command Shift U. W is for the global stop button. The E key is for the capture MIDI button. R is for the arrangement record button. The T key enables the loop switch. Y enables the MIDI arrangement overdub. U is for the automation arm button. I is for the session record button. O enables the metronome. P activates the punch in and punch out switches. Z and X or comma and period are used to switch between the views. C and V or N and M are for changing between tracks. Press Ctrl to jump to the next A-channel bank. Pressing B will change AudioSwift to control the secondary DAW if there's another one assigned. And remember, pressing D will change between controlling the track or the selected parameter. That's all for this tutorial. Please watch the rest of videos on how to use AudioSwift in other controller modes. Thanks for watching.